Missing blue pill Fantasyland. Just missing that feeling that you once had of being plugged in, right? Plugged into the matrix. When you once thought foolishly that you could fulfill all of these blue pill dreams and goals that you had for yourself since childhood, that the blue pill told you, you can get, mister, you can get this. This could be you. Just make sure you follow the beaten path. You go to school, you get good grades, you graduate with a ton of college debt, and then after you're done graduating, you're gonna get that perfect job that is gonna make you rich, right? You're gonna be able to afford that big house with the high ceilings and the big TV. You're gonna be able to get that perfect wife, and you're gonna have that perfect family, and you're gonna have the white picket fence. You just have to follow the beaten path. Make sure you follow the beaten path. Do what everyone else is doing. Watch all the news stations, right? Make sure you're getting all your news directly from CNN and MSNBC and late night talk show hosts, right? So there comes a point where you actually do, once you go red pill, there are gonna be times where you miss that blue pill fantasy land, where you miss that feeling, that taste of just living in complete denial of reality, right? Like everything's just gonna pan out. I just gotta do what my parents and teachers and society tells me to do, man. Just gotta do that and it's gonna pan out. But if you look around out there, most guys have taken that path, right? Look at most guys out there. They have taken that path. And look at where most guys are. Most guys are basically either coping with life or failing with life. You know, sadly. And they don't have to be. These are really smart guys, right? These are really smart guys. A lot of guys out there are very intelligent, very smart. But they bought so much into those blue pill lies, they can no longer awaken from them, right? They're refusing to see reality because they're so ego invested in the blue pill that they're unwilling to let go of it. And they can't see, you know, the repetitious cycle of just self-destruction and suppression and weight they're putting on themselves, right? They're their own worst enemy. It doesn't take a genius to see reality. You know, it doesn't. It just requires you unplugging from all of that social engineering you've gotten your entire life. Really, that's all it takes. But once you go red pill, there are going to be times where you're just going to miss that blue pill, man. You're going to miss that feeling you had of like when you saw a girl, right? You would see a girl and you'd be like, ooh, she could be the one, right? She could be the one. She could be the mother of my children, right? She could be my soulmate. Ooh, my soulmate. That's another blue pill fantasy right there. Big word, soulmate. You got to find your soulmate, man. You know, and I'm not going to say that there are no soulmates out there. I mean, you're going to find, because I do a lot of game, I do a lot of pickup. So a lot of guys ask me like, hey, are there any good women out there? And I tell them, I'm like, yeah, there are, right? I'm not going to lie. There are some good women out there, plenty of them that I've met, but I'm out there all the time. But I go, you know, if you're asking me in your situation where you never go out and you never approach, are you going to meet a good woman? You know, I mean, you're leaving it up to chance, really. You're leaving it up to luck that you're going to find a good woman. You know, because without game, you're really relying on your skills that you learned from television, from movies, from Hollywood, from the blue pill to get you, you know, a higher level woman. And it's unfortunately, it's just not enough. I mean, all TV and Hollywood movies is going to get you is, sorry to say, like a hag, like a 4 or a 5. I've seen this over and over. You need to learn games. I tell you guys, every guy should learn this stuff. Every guy needs to learn pickup, right? I don't want to go too far down in that rabbit hole right now. But the point is, like I was telling this guy, I go, yeah, there are good women out there, right? I meet them all the time. But I go out all the time too. So it's like I'm creating my own luck. But they are out there. And you know, you don't have just one soulmate, you have many soulmates, but you have to be able to go out there and just kind of vet women. You have to filter them out, right? It requires going out there. Not to get too far off point, once you go red pill, there are going to be a lot of times where you miss that blue pill, just kind of living in that foolish denial, and just seeing a girl, like I was telling you, just seeing a girl and just wondering if like she could be the one, if she could be the girl of my dreams, right? How many times you heard that? She looks like the girl of my dreams. And sometimes when you go red pill, you miss that. I remember I was talking to one of my relatives, right? One of my relatives who is still young, right? So I don't want to ruin the fantasy for him. He's still young. He's like 15, and he's in school, and there's a girl in his class, and she smiled at him, and he really likes this girl. He got so excited about her, and he was like, came home, he's like, oh, this girl, she's got like light brown hair. She looks French, but she's actually American, and oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And he showed me a picture of her. I'm like, she's actually pretty hot, right? But just to see him so immersed in, this fantasy, I didn't want to ruin it for him. And listening to him speak, it almost kind of made me miss that, right? It made me miss that feeling of like, wow, what a great feeling this kid is experiencing. I'm like, I kind of miss that, and I remember when I had that feeling too. And I remember when that was like all I thought about all day. And that was all I looked forward to. It was like seeing this girl. I couldn't wait to see her, and I was like so nervous, and and I actually missed that feeling for a moment. I really did miss that feeling. I was coaching a student about a girl, right? And this guy hasn't had a whole lot of experience, but he met a girl and he really wants to get this girl, right? He has a bit of one-itis, so I'm helping him overcome his one-itis as well. But he's describing this girl and, just the fact that he really needs to get this girl and how in love he is with this girl, and, how he could just see himself married to her. And I'm telling him, and he's not a bad-looking guy. So I was telling him, I'm like, don't worry, you can get this girl. So he's like in this blue pill fantasy land, right? Talk about, oh, what should I do? Oh my gosh, I've got to have this girl. And I'm coming from a red pill standpoint and also like a dating instructor standpoint going, hey, don't worry, you can get this girl. I've gotten plenty of girls like that over and over throughout my lifetime, not only for me, but for my students. And don't worry, hey, you're a good looking guy. You got your shit together. The guy's going to be a doctor. I'm like, you've got this shit handled. You can get this girl. These are the steps you need to follow, A, B, C, D, and I basically like laid it out for him. Right, I laid it out for him, and he was like, okay, so I just do this, this, and this. I'm like, that's all you got to do, man. I go, you will get her at the end of doing all these steps, right? Because I've been doing this my entire adult life. And it's almost become routine. And sadly, it's become routine to the point where, I remember a time where I would hear men say things like, we'll just never understand women. We'll just never understand them. And that wasn't true either. That was part of the blue pill. Because, as part of the pickup community, I would say we fully, completely dissembled women and reverse engineered them to the point where we methodically put together a formula that could work for practically any situation to get any particular girl, right? So I was laying this out for my student who I was doing coaching with because he's got one-itis for this girl. It's another story. It's another, it's another sticking point I'm working with him on. But just to hear him talk about this woman that he wanted to marry and wants to be the mother of his children, that naivety just reminded me of my own, back when I was still blue pill. And it really kind of made me miss it at times. It made me miss that feeling, and I told him that actually as I was coaching him. I said, man, I go, you know what, as naive as you are right now, as pussy whipped as you are right now, in some ways I miss that feeling, because he was like, Ab, you're so fabulous, man. I've seen you get these girls and I've seen you in field. It's like you're working magic out there. And I can't believe how you turn these girls on. He was like, you turn these girls from anger to attraction. And, because he's seen me work game and field. So he's like, I'm just blown away by that. And, how do you do that stuff? And, and I told him it's not really rocket science. I'm just following a formula. At this point in my dating career, my pickup career, it's become almost routine where I know what to do to pretty much get any girl I want, right? It's Crazy to say that, but any girl I really, really want to bring in my life, I know the steps that I need to take personally in order to get to the result that I want. And it's just a matter of following, certain steps. Whereas for this guy, he's completely naive to all that, and he's just like following his heart, right? And to the point, I was missing that feeling because it's like I'm just so detached emotionally from getting the result that it's just a process for me now, right? It's just a process. It's no longer an event. And I did a coaching video as part of my 44 Alpha Male Secrets program called Processes versus Events versus Processes, right? Where most people just live for the event, right? Whether it be like just eating junk food and, just partying all weekend or drinking and letting it, making it rain. Whereas very few people have the discipline to make their lives about the process and doing the work and then experiencing the event as a result of the process, where people who just live for events, that's all they want. They want that instant gratification. Right, but it's a topic for another coaching video. But just to cut to the chase, it made me miss that feeling that he was experiencing, that my younger relative was experiencing. I was missing that blue pill for a second. Not that I'd want to ever go back. I mean, I definitely don't miss being in a cloud of darkness where I don't know what to do and I'm completely confused, right? Because that's basically what these guys are going to be going through with trying to get these girls. They're going to be in a cloud of confusion. Like, how come when I'm being nice to her, she's not responding? They're going to figure that out really quickly. So I don't miss that part, right? Definitely don't. But I did miss that feeling for a split second of just that just consumes your entire that just consumes and occupies all of your thoughts. It's like one chick, right? It's like, wow, this is insane. So at times when you've gone red pill, you will miss that Fantasyland. Even just like watching a movie. Sometimes when I hear people get so excited about a movie, even though I know the movie's complete bullshit, it's full of feminism, I do miss the feeling of just being able to sit there and enjoy the movie and just pretend that this is all real. These superheroes can really fly and they can really spin webs and climb and beat people up, and fight goblins. It's like I kind of miss that naivety of just being able to sit there and pretend, and I just can't do it anymore, right? I've lost the sensitivity to that. I'm just completely desensitized to it. Where if I were to watch a lot of these same superhero movies, I would just sit there and be like, why am I watching this bullshit, right? This is all fake. I'm tired of watching things that are fake. I'm tired of being surrounded by things that aren't real. I want reality. I don't want escapism. I want freaking reality, right? But there are times where, you'll miss the blue pill, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like in the movie The Matrix, what was his name? Cypher? All he wanted to do was plug himself back into the Matrix, right? He was tired of reality. He was tired of living in that ship. He wanted to go back to the blue pill. He wanted to go back to that delusion, Fantasyland. So at times, I don't blame you. But as you guys already know, as I've talked about over and over, you really have to cross over the river. You have to cross over to the other side, where you completely shift your lifestyle and just your entire belief system and your values, and start living in a red pill paradigm as opposed to a blue pill paradigm, right? But no matter how red pill you get, you could be the most red pill dude on the planet, but there will be times where you will just miss the blue pill, right? You're just gonna miss it, guys. That's part of being red pill. There are times you're gonna miss it. You're gonna see friends, buddies of yours, maybe even coworkers, just meet a girl, and he's gonna be so excited, and you're gonna be looking at him, even though you're gonna be like, man, what a fool. You're gonna be like, man, I kind of miss that, just that feeling he's got of you're on cloud nine, right? Obviously the feeling's false. It's just like a shot of dopamine, right? It's like you were to eat some chocolate, right? You would feel that little sugar rush, that little dopamine rush, make you feel good for a second, but then soon enough, because it's artificial, you would come crashing back down, as these guys will, right? Unfortunately, even my young relative, unless he awakens, he's gonna come crashing down. All right, welcome to the blue pill, where nothing's real. Nothing is set up to be stable. That's the whole thing about the blue pill. Nothing is stable. Everything is basically built on landfill. Over in the Marina District in San Francisco, where I grew up, all the houses were built on landfill. So when the earthquake happened of 1989, we had a huge earthquake in 1989, all those houses in the marina basically collapsed into the ground just because the foundation was so weak. Just like the blue pill. The entire foundation is built on a lie. So it's never going to be stable. Right? In order to build your life on something that's real, that is unbreakable, really is to immerse yourself in reality, to immerse yourself in the red pill. So I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video to YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Too many of you guys are still unsubscribed to my channel. Okay, that means you're not getting my coaching videos fresh as I upload them. Instead, you're getting them weeks later, even months later. So you want to make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I really appreciate it if you subscribe. It really helps me out a ton, guys. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill knowledge I'm teaching guys here even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. Now, why am I doing that? The reason why I'm doing that is because I am trying to protect my premium content. Okay, I'm trying to protect it from being demonetized, from being shut down. So I'm hosting my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel on a private platform away from YouTube. And if you want to join, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. And these are lessons that you were never taught in schools, okay, by parents, teachers, society. They all fail to teach us these lessons. But you are going to be learning them on my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. We are going to be talking about fitness, money, investing, real estate. We're going to be talking about how to become the best version of yourself, how to become a strong, real alpha male in today's highly feminized, highly emasculated, anti-male world, okay? Because we're living in different times, obviously. A lot of these feminists have indoctrinated half the planet into thinking that men are toxic, right? Toxic masculinity. And it takes some training, right? It takes some training, it takes some knowledge in order to be able to go out there and just be a strong man, a strong alpha male. Okay, where you are not afraid to be who you are. Where you no longer have to filter yourself for the politically correct out there. And you can just stand strong in your beliefs and in your values. Okay? And these are all lessons that I teach you on my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. Okay, and the first month is only $1. Okay, it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium content. And it's real easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. All right, at the house today, guys. Ooh, there goes a Firebird. There goes the TA, the Trans Am. And have a great day.